On the heels of the discovery of the body of teenager Ashanti Riley last week in the Santa Cruz area, members of the Trinidad and Tobago Taxi Drivers Association are asking for more stringent measures to be put in place to address the issue of PH taxi drivers. Reports are that Ashanti was last seen boarding a PH taxi before her disappearance. Khrystal Wilson has more in this report.
Members of the Trinidad and Tobago Taxi Drivers Association have extended condolences to the family of 18-year-old Ashanti Riley, whose decomposing body was discovered last Friday in a river at Upper Lacanoa Road, Santa Cruz. It's suspected she was raped before she was killed and her body dumped sometime later by her attackers. The 18-year-old was last seen boarding a PH taxi in San Juan days earlier. Her intention? To arrive safely at her grandmother's home. She never arrived. On Tuesday, President of the TnT Taxi Drivers Association, ADRIAN, ACOSTA, called on those in charge to address what he described as a problem, the matter of unregistered taxis.
Right, so we are sending a plea to the traveling public, travel with the registered taxis where it is available. We understand that it have routes that don't have taxis plying their route to extent. But we are calling on the guys who are running PH in those areas to go and get their taxi badge.
The Taxi Drivers Association president said there are a number of requirements before a driver gets a taxi badge. He says these requirements, which include a certificate of good character, are to ensure the safety of the members of the traveling public.
We as taxi drivers have to go through a treacherous process in order to obtain our taxi badge, which means we have to inspect our vehicles yearly. We have to make sure our vehicles are in a good working condition. We have to obtain a COC, which is one of the most important things for our trade. Right? We see mothers and fathers teaching your children to travel in these PH cars. Right? You are teaching them to do the wrong thing.
The association is hoping to get a hearing with those in authority sometime soon. They said in the meantime, their safety and the safety of the traveling public remain compromised. Also among the drivers' concerns, their safety during the Christmas season.
And we have no kind of security. We used to have a joint patrol around Christmas season. Today is the 8th or the 9th, and we haven't seen any. Duke Street, however, where Mava taxi stand is situated, and other stands that have a similar problem, where we have a lot of stealing and thieves plying on the routes on our taxi stands.
The association says the opportunity is there for drivers to do the right thing to ensure their vehicles are registered, thereby assuring the public's safety. Khrystal Wilson, TTT News.